Good Monday morning, everybody. I hope everybody had a good 4th of July weekend. I know I enjoyed taking the weekend off, even though I did get to play with my new mini excavator and I did work, but it was fun playing around the house all weekend with it. So yeah, special thanks to Jason for bringing that down here for me. And while he was here, I did kind of into, well, it wasn't a very big repair, but the intercooler hose had been leaking on the excavator and I had to order one. It took a while to get here, but it had a little hairline crack inside right there, and that's why it was whistling so bad. So we come over here and checked out the excavator and put that on. It only took about 10 minutes, so that was a good little easy repair. He's a great guy. He'll do anything in the world for you. But come over here and checked out the pond site and got the excavator fixed, so hopefully that's good to go now. Oh, look at the that was a white swan. I mean, what the heck? Fish crane? I don't know what it was. White though. But yeah, after spending so much money this weekend, I figure I better come back to work. I got to recoup some of that. So what I'm going to do today is finish clearing all the trees on this pond. It shouldn't, a little over, most of the day probably. Got to finish going down this side, the other side, and then go down the pond dam and this right here and get all that cleared off. So let's get the excavator started up and go to work. I came back up here to the head section of the pond to finish clearing the far side where the other peninsula comes out. Luckily it's just little small trees. I think the big trees up there on the bank shaded it out where not so many trees grew. That's a good thing. I still don't understand exactly what they did up here. I don't know how, without shooting any grades, I don't know how deep the water was right here, but I assume it wasn't very deep. So they went around the edge of the pond and just dug like a trench. I guess to be able to get depth so that stuff wouldn't grow. I don't know exactly know, but that's kind of a dangerous edge. Probably what I'll end up doing is taking all this dirt, even if I have to make the pond a little bit smaller, is dig this out to get some depth and add it back to the banks to soften the slopes so they don't sit there and erode and everything. Because I'll show you, once I get this tree out of the bucket teeth, see how a vertical edge right there, see how as the water pours over from the banks, it just keeps undermining and undermining, and then your edges collapse. Yeah. Not good. Not good at all. So I'm not too worried about all this little branches and stuff. They're all going to get pushed into this hole right here when I grade everything out. So it's not critical to get every little stick out. Just all the big stuff. Don't know how far. I think we're pretty close to his property line, so I'm just going to kind of clear right up to the top edge on this side, but it would be nice to clear just a little bit more so you could at least walk all the way around it. We'll see. I can always run back down here and clear it back a little bit. I think that's silk fence. They did some logging or something. They put up silk fence. Line. I'm gonna go with that's the property line. But the trees do pull out. They pull out very nicely. Not a lot of dirt stuck to the root balls. Haven't quite figured out where I'm going to burn. I gotta stay away from his house, so it might actually burn right here. I don't know. Might do one down there. A couple small ones. We shall see. Hopefully I can check grade before then. Kind of see how this thing lays in here. That way I can figure out how much dirt I've got to move. This does not look very deep right here. This might have been 2 to 3 feet deep. Trying to get everything at least up here, at least 3 feet deep. Then it's going to be very deep down there at the pond dam. We shall see once I get it cleared and I can check grades. It's the only bad thing about summertime. It's very hard to check grades or shoot kind of a pond in the woods just because you can't see very far. The laser beam's got to be able to travel. Wintertime is the time to do that because there's no leaves on the trees and you can see about 5 times better. But I just knock the trees down, then figure it out. down the far side to the corner of the pond dam, ripping out these little hardwood trees. And once I get to the pond dam, I'll kind of figure out, I guess, what the best route's going to be, because the machine's wider than the pond dam. So once I get cleared off, I can kind of see exactly what's going to be best to get out there, I guess, because I got to rip the trees off the front and the back, or at least the front. I don't know if I'm doing anything to the back of the pond dam or not. I just have to look at it when I get up there. It really shouldn't need trees on it, so there's not a whole lot. I may go ahead and rip them off. It'd be nice to add a little bit of dirt to it so it's not so steep. Starting to open up now, but I should definitely, without a problem, get all the way around the pond site today and get it all opened up. So that's my goal, to get everything cleared today so that it can sit out here and dry. And looks like later in the week might get some rain from that storm. I don't know if it's a hurricane or a tropical storm out in the I think it's down there in the Gulf or down below Florida. Get some rain from that. This will sit here for 3 or 4 days before that gets here. Looks like maybe Thursday it might dry out enough where I can maybe burn it Friday or Friday night. We'll just have to see. But until I get all this stuff burnt, I really can't do much grade work because there's brush piles everywhere. Dry this clay is. It has been a pretty dry spring. We did get some rain, but I think it was soaked up by all the trees the next day. Alright, I'm going to finish clearing to the pond dam, and then I'll get a kind of a game plan once I get over there on how I want to tackle clearing off the pond dam. Pond is coming along good. I've made it all the way to the corner of the dam here. That is the head section. All that is cleared. That's where I came in over there. So all that's left to do now is, that's what is left of the water that was in the pond. Here's the pond dam. You can kind of see the slope right here. It comes in and really narrow right here, and I actually think they built it on the neighbor's side. So I'm going to see if he wants me just to take some of this dirt and just fill that little cove in so that all the pond is back on his side. But I would get out and walk around, but I got into a big yellow jacket's nest right there, and they're currently not very happy with me. So I'm gonna stay in here so I don't get stung. And I guess I'm gonna try to meander up here and go across this pond dam. We'll see how wide it is. I guess it's not very wide, but I think this will go up on there, maybe, hopefully, find out. So I made it up here to the top of the pond dam, and it is just as narrow as I remember. The machine is wider than the top of the pond dam, so I'm just trying to like stay in the center and hang over evenly on each side, I guess. And it only gets a little narrower once you rip the trees off and the stumps remove another few inches. So I'm pretty sure I'll definitely be adding a little dirt to this pond dam. Probably just do it all from the inside. There's really no room on the back. But yeah, it's pretty tall, as you can tell. Boom's way down there. It's a pretty deep pond. So I'll probably add, I'm not going to say how much, at least probably 2 feet. That's what I want to try to. I think I can dig enough dirt. I got to do something with all the dirt from up there. I don't want to have to bring it all the way down here, but I don't think I have many options on getting dirt. That stump there for now till I go down here and come back, because when I take it out it's gonna remove a big chunk of the pond dam, and I kind of need that chunk of the pond dam to still be there so I can drive across. And if I widen it up, maybe I can pull some of the back slope back and soften the slope a little bit. We shall see. See how it plays out. My plan was to dig a burn pit out there somewhere and then use that dirt. Remember, I got to fix the big hole in the pond dam from where they breached it. So I have a feeling about half of that dirt washed away as they dug a trench through the pond. Might just have to come up here with the Mini now that I got one and just grade the back of this slope. Definitely not going to be getting on that with a dozer, by no means. And Boom's so big on this, I don't want to rip all my hoses off trying to grade that out. There's a bunch of big trees back there we're trying to save. We can get a good idea of the pond size from up here. They built this with a D8. I don't know how in the world they built this, because it's not wide enough. Oh, that was a good grapple full. Now I just got to be careful not to tip over. And fling. We're way up here. I know it's hard to tell, but this thing digs 20 feet deep and I only got about 10 inches of cylinder left. have a problem with some good depth. Everybody always complains we don't dig ponds deep. Well, most of the time we don't have a valley like this. Most of the time you're in a flat field and you have to dig, and there's no place to put that much dirt. It's even deeper on the backside. Must have pushed some dirt in there or something, or it silted in one. The bottom of the backside. Boy, if I fell off this, it would be game over. That's a long ways down. Let me spin back around. I mean, I can't even get within like probably 10 feet of the bottom. It just goes out of sight down there in the woods. Hopefully they put this pond dam in somewhat decent. It doesn't cave off. I'll lean a little more towards this side. Dam busted right here, and then I'll do everything else from the other side. So let me finish this up, and I'm going to go and start up there and work my way back around. Well, I was reaching down there to grab some branches, and I saw something big move. I thought it was a log, but it's not a log, and this is the old overflow pipe and also the culprit. Well, I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to do it one-handed there. That didn't work too well. That is the culprit for the leak. That fitting that was, let's see if I can throw it up here. That elbow right there evidently was not installed right or something, or they didn't pack the pipe in here right and the water was going down beside it and through it and everything. So I got to abandon that, and now I got to really dig that out and make sure the pipe doesn't go, it's probably still through the bottom of the pond dam, rip all that out and get that fixed. can get a good vantage point from up here on the size of the pond and how tall the pond dam is. I'll set the boom down again. But right here it goes down pretty far. My thumb hit before the bucket hit. Way on down there. But yeah, I've got everything cleared, but I got a few little stragglers right there. I'm gonna grab this stuff and take it down there to the pile. Since the house is right there, I'm gonna probably burn everything more back over that way. Keep a safe distance away from the house. But yeah, you can kind of see everything is cleared now, and the shape of the pond is starting to show now. So I'm probably going to end up having to be down here to fix that pipe or dig that old pipe out and redo the pond dam here. So I decided to come over here and dig that down a little bit deeper so that the water that was left in the pond would go ahead and drain out. That way I'm not having to deal with that. So I should drain down a little bit more. There should still be some water out there. Not that it really matters, but that should go down, hopefully kind of dry this area out where I've got to, because when I fix this pond dam, I've got to dig all this out, record, and dig the pipe out, obviously, and put all the dirt back. So a lot of work's got to happen right here to get that breach put back in place. And that's a wrap for today. Everything is cleared. I think I might take a couple more of those trees out right up there just to clean that up, even though it's out of the pond area. But you can clearly see the area where the pond dam was cut in half. And got everything cleared. Probably do a pile, like I said, out here in the center somewhere. But that'll be the next video you see from this job. I'll let this sit during the week. It's supposed to have some rain later in the week. And hopefully it'll dry out enough where I can pile it up and burn it and not cause too much of a scene.